Super Pals make eating fun.
Hi, my name is Sock, and welcome to my channel, or should I say, the Furby shopping channel. Today, I am going to showcase my collection of Furbies. I had mentioned in a previous video that I had some long Furbies, and a couple of individuals wanted to see them, so I thought, hey, why don't we showcase all of them? So I started collecting Furbies in 2018. The first Furby I got was a gorilla Furby, and it was a gift from someone special who is no longer here. They had found it in an abandoned building and gave it to me. So after that, I was hooked. Unfortunately, I don't have that Furby anymore. RIP, that OG haunted Furby. He is, haunting other people now wherever he might be. But in 2019, I started to acquire more Furbies. So this is really when my obsession picked up. We'll start with the first lot I ever bought. I bought a Furby lot that was $120 at the time, which I couldn't even imagine finding a lot like this for that amount of money nowadays. So it came with like 15 Furbies, and it came in the most ominous looking box I've ever seen, and I love it. If I have a picture, I'll include one. This is where a majority of my normal Furbies come from. The only two that don't come from this are my Ladybug Furby and my Zebra Furby. The original ones I got here, actually 2 of them were still in box. I had also gotten a 2005 Furby, which was really cool. I got the Fiesta colored one in this bundle. His foot was broken. They were nice enough to include all the pieces, so I hot glued them together and back on his body, and he actually worked. I hot glued that foot on and he started dancing, and he's quite wonderful. Here he is. I'll start with the 2005 Fiesta model. Let's check him out. His name is Big Wumbus. That comes from the meme Wumbo and Big Chungus. Self-explanatory, very of the time, very cringe. I mean, look at me. I embrace the cringe. So after this 2005 model, let's take a look at the 1998, 1999 Furby models that came with this lot. I don't know what they're called off the top of my head, but I will put them on screen so you can see it. They don't work. The gray one hisses, but the other two don't work. The skunk, and I forget what the other one's called. So after acquiring these guys, I also got a Ladybug Furby. I love ladybugs. They're so cool. So Furby Ladybug, even better. He doesn't have eyelashes though, which I'd like to add on to him at some point. And I definitely love to customize these guys. So if people are interested in seeing that, I'll also document that. I consider it part of my art process, so whether you want to see it or not, you will also see those. It's up to you to watch. You might be entertained by it, you might be traumatized by it, but you'll know when you get there. So what else was included with this bundle was a bunch of Furby Boom Furbies, like the Furby Boom era. I'm not a big fan of those. I gave one of them to a friend. She wanted a Furby. I was like, here you go, keep them. And the others were sold at a flea market. I gave them to someone to sell at a flea market. I heard the person who purchased them was very happy, so who knows, maybe I've passed them by on Tumblr. I hope they don't hate me. So yeah, I got rid of those. And then I collected some special edition Furbies that year as well. I got the Royal King Furby. With how expensive he is now, it's kind of crazy I got him in box. Do I have the box anymore? No, I'm a dum-dum. I know, collectors, please don't hate me. I already hate me enough. So I also got a Wizard Furby at this time. He wasn't in box, but he's in great shape. And I mean, he's just cool. You can't go wrong with a wizard. And then I also got the springtime Easter Furby. I got it very cheaply compared to like what it costs now. When I bought it on eBay, it was, this price or the best offer. So I put up an offer and I haggled a little bit. And when the guy accepted, he was like, come on, this is for charity. And I didn't see that in the description. If I had known it was for charity, I wouldn't have haggled. So sorry about that. I'm sorry to whatever charity that went to. But the Easter Furby's in my collection, and it looks at me with judgment. So moving on from that, I also have the Autumn Furby. I got that one around this time as well. I think it's in good condition. I love how orange it is. I love how Halloween it is. I wish they did more Halloween type Furbies, you know, Christmas got the reindeer and Santa. Why couldn't we get like a vampire Furby? I think my brain's cooking on some ideas there, so stay tuned if you want to see vampire Furbies. So the big bundle also came with a Furby baby, the pink and blue Furby baby. I absolutely love this thing. I would love to get more Furby babies in the future, but you know, they're expensive and I can only get so many Furbies. Doing research now, you know, keeping my eyes peeled. One of the last Furbies I got at that time was a Furby buddy. So when I showcase these Furby buddies, I got many more in the future. This is what happens when you buy lots on eBay. I will be showcasing them in groups. I mean, check it out. Peep the leopard Furbies right now. So the first Furby buddy I got was a leopard Furby. He is so sun damaged. He looks crazy. He looks like he's addicted to cigarettes, and his name is Leland Palmer. This is one of the few Furbies I actually named besides Big Wumbas, just because of his chaotic nature, and I honestly think it's so fitting. R.I.P. David Lynch. So I kind of took a break from collecting Furbies for a little while because it's expensive. In 2022, I know, big leap, 3 years, I really got into Furby buddies. I really love Furby buddies just because they're so portable. Like, I love bringing my Furbies around, and these guys are so perfect for that. In 2022, I got a couple of them. One of my favorites is the lamb. These others that you're gonna see in giant groups are from giant bundles. I bought a bundle that was $270 for 15 Furbies. There was one regular Furby, which he's right here, the zebra stripe Furby. That is like the only other normal Furby I own, and he came from this bundle. It also came with a McFurby. This is the only like plastic McFurby I own, which was unexpected. He wasn't actually in the pictures or the listing. He showed up in the box and I was like, this is amazing. And I also got 3 coin purses from this bundle. I have never heard of these Furby coin purses, so I have 3 of them. I took the tag off of one of them because I used to bring it around with me with candy in it. So yeah, so that's what came with this bundle, as well as a bunch of other Furbies. And then shortly after that, I bought another Furby bundle of like 6 or 7 for about $70. I'm gonna showcase them here with some funky music. You can see them right here. Yeah, so I have quite a few. Please don't judge me. I got them because I wanted to make custom Furbies with it. One of them actually became this angel Furby I made for a friend as a gift. So I got a bunch to customize. So yeah, peep if you're interested. Peep if you want to be traumatized. Moving on though, I do have a couple of special ones. I consider the gorilla one special because, you know, that first Furby was a gorilla Furby. And I saw this guy on eBay and I was like, I gotta have him just because it's a symbol of where it started. So I love him. He's damaged on his beak, but to me that doesn't matter. I can definitely fix that up if I feel like it. Which I don't, and that's character. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, who knows. You know, we support a Furby who wants plastic surgery and one who doesn't. This year, as of 2025, I got a frog Furby. I also purchased a Kids Cuisine Furby buddy that is currently in the mail. I might include a video of me opening it because I'm so excited I could throw up. I paid way too much money for it, but you know, you gotta have the Kids Cuisine Furby buddy if you're gonna go into Furby buddies. So that's the Furby buddies I have. One special Furby I have is a Shelby. So this was a really amazing gift from a friend of mine. She and I were having a conversation and she was like, if you could have any Furby, what Furby would it be? I was like, I never in a million years would I ever dream of being able to get my hands on a Shelby, just because of how crazy expensive they are. You know, if the goodwill gods or the savers gods answer my prayers, maybe one day. And she surprised me. with the sweetest note that her cats had found this Shelby, and the Shelby said to bring it to you, so here it is. And I treasure that thing. For a long time, I slept with it on my bedside table. Like I was saying, this is my guy. I still love it. His antennae are a little damaged. That's why I kind of don't take him out as much. I definitely would like to glue those into place, but I definitely want to bring him out. And I rarely see customized Shelbies. And honestly, I think I might customize this guy. Might as well make him special, you know? Not that he isn't already. He's fantastic, but we can add a little bit of spice. So another special Furby I have is a Furby clock. So I wanted to have this on me like those big watches. I almost said stopwatches. Stopwatches are different. What I wanted to do with him was add a chain to it to make him like one that I could clip to my belt or to my jacket. And he did work. He didn't make noise, unfortunately, but he did work when I bought him. And I had him at my desk where I used to work. And somebody bumped into it. He fell and then just stopped working. I wanted to cry. The person was so sorry. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So there goes that dream. But I guess if he was going to break that easily, then, you know, maybe he wouldn't have made a good, like, clip-on watch. But one can dream. Maybe I'll try to repair him or see if somebody can. And I'll have my dream of clipping him onto my belt. Because I did use him to check the time, which was pretty cool. I just pick him up and I'm like, tell me what time it is. And moving on from that, let's talk about my Furby odd bodies and my long Furbies. So this is Master Foot. I mean, look at him. He's great. I love the Instagram Long Furby Fam, Long Furbies Fam. Long Furby Fam. I love that Instagram, and I always saw the puppet with the feet, and I just loved those feet. And I showed the videos to my mom, and she was like, oh, a store near me literally sells these limbs. So she bought me a bunch, and I have like a little plastic cauldron just filled with limbs. And I was looking at this Furby buddy I have, and I went, he would look really good with some feet and arms. So I cut them open, I hot glued them on, and then sewed them back shut, and he just looks phenomenal. Now, I will say, if anyone is attempting to put on limbs, I highly recommend using stronger glue, like that E6000 cancer glue. I know, it's so strong. Because the hot glue for me fell off eventually, and I repaired it with that kind of glue. I borrowed it from a friend, and it's held on ever since. And he goes in my backpack, I throw him around, he's been tossed around. So honestly, if you end up attaching limbs, use a strong glue. Then I made ketchup. So I got a sandwich jelly cat stuffed animal, and I sewed some felt on its face to make a lettuce leaf. And then I just slapped a Furby face on that I painted very Gremlin-esque. I don't know if I take it off and redo it. I really like the Gremlin aesthetic. I sewed his name directly into his flesh just so people wouldn't forget Ketchup. Usually people are really scared of Ketchup and people always think he's a taco. But he's a sandwich and his name is Ketchup and I love him. He's very plush. He can sit up, but like spinning him was kind of not easy. With him sitting up, he kept falling over, so enjoy him laying down. Sometimes I forget he exists and then I remember and I just have to pull him out and take him with me everywhere. If I could, I'd take all my Furbies with me all the time. That's my Furby odd body. This portion of the video is starting for me having to start recording again because my camera was dying. But moving on from that, I will save the long Furbies for the end just because they're super zazzy and special and I want you to stick around till the end. Look at all the effort I put into editing this. You better hang out or you can skip ahead. I'll never know. So I won't judge you if you skip ahead. I would too. I'm like, I need to see these guys now. Stat. Kind of moving into the miscellaneous. These are like Furby accessories or, you know, other Furby related items. I got this awesome shirt from a friend that says, my child is an honor student. She was like, it had a long Furby that looked just like your long Furby, so I had to get it for you, and I absolutely adore it. Along with that, another friend gave me these awesome Furby earrings. I don't know where they come from, because unfortunately I would have put them in the description. I might have to ask her. I don't even know if you could get these anymore, but they're pretty great. They're so religious, but also Furby coated, so, you know, you can wear them to church. You can also wear them to party. They're multi-purpose, which I really love. Praise Furby. Some other gifts I got, because people were like, I see a Furby, I think of you. I got this Furby odd body hat as well as a purse from this artist. These were gifts from my mom. I've worn them out before and people were always like, whoa, is that a Furby? And I'm like, yes, obviously it is. I mean, look at it. No, I'm not that mean. I'm like, yeah, you want to touch it? And they're always like, no, thank you. I think I'm good. I'll link the artist in the description. Moving on from that, the same friend who gave me this shirt also gave me this Furby idol. So they went to the amazing Furby art show in Chicago. I remember seeing posts about it and I was like, oh man, I wish I could go. And she went to Chicago at the time and stumbled upon it. She didn't even know what was going on. She saw the Furbies. She was like, which guy do you want? And I picked a Furby idol. So check out that artist's page. I mean, great stuff. I love my Furby idol. At my old job, I built an altar to the Furby idol and people actually used to leave offerings for it in this little tray I had in front. This included coins, beads, wrappers, old candy, and the occasional coupon. Somebody was definitely dumping out whatever garbage they had in their wallet. There was definitely those, buy 10 smoothies, get the 11th for free. Like, I kept seeing those in there. I was like, who is this one person that just keeps emptying out their wallet over here? But it was amazing. I no longer work there, so I took the Furby with me. They can't keep my idol. So this person also gave me McFurby keychains, so the plush ones. They had found them at a flea market in the bags, and they were like, I found these too. Here you go. What's funny about the brown and white one is that its voice box was working, sort of, in the most eerie way. If you squish it, you just hear this low, ominous moaning that never stopped. It kept doing that until it died. I was carrying it around one day, I clipped it to my pants, and I just kept hearing this eerie, like, it was the Furby. I was like, I guess it's just gonna keep doing this till it dies. It's death rattle. Essentially, I was carrying around a dying Furby with me and just listening to its death rattle all day, so that's pretty great. Jumping off of that, the only modern Furby I have is from the Furby Connect era. I got this as a Christmas gift in 2022. I really love it. It's cute. It's so fluffy and soft, but I don't take it out as much. It's definitely bulky. I know Big Wumbus is bulky, but he's just built different. He's just made to see the world. I do love this guy, but I don't take him out very often. I also have Furby Eat-A-Bags. So I remember when this Kickstarter came out, I was counting down the days. I put in, funding immediately. I was like, I gotta get at least 2. I want the kids cuisine one and the green one. So I got these Eat-A-Bags. Shout out to the artist, Kennedy Reed Pintaku Pins. I absolutely love her work. Me and my mom love her work. My mom has a ton of her pins and I have a ton of her pins. So I couldn't showcase all the pins in here, but I do have the Furby Eat-A-Bags, and when I take them out, people always go crazy for it. When I'm on the bus, people just stare at it. I love it so much. It's my favorite Eat-A-Bag. It's so well made. And if you love Furbies and you love bags, combo the two, and then you can fill it with Furby pins that she's made, because I love them. You can't go wrong with Gar Furby or Shrek Furby. Definitely love the worm on a string she made one time. Unfortunately, I don't have that pin, but... So I also have another Furby shirt, Furby demonic shirt. Gotta love it. It's in the wash right now, so I don't have it. Nor do I want to film again when it's out of the wash, so here's a picture. Woo! It's very cool. Nobody recognizes it's a Furby, and I think it's because of the tie-dye, but I know, and that's what matters. So now moving on to my long Furbies. I'm putting in pictures of this guy because I'm in front of a green screen right now, so he would clip out. This guy is my Mountain Dew Furby. He is themed after, you guessed it, Mountain Dew. I think I would repaint him and touch him up, but he has Mountain Dew logos as his eyes, and he's just fluffy and green. I do think I will change him up in the future, give him a little bit of a boost, maybe make him look more like a Mountain Dew bottle and repaint his face pieces. But for now, this is what he looks like. This guy was my Christmas tree last year. I didn't want to buy a tree, and he looked like a tree, so I put beard ornaments on him. It worked just fine. And I didn't have to worry about Goob climbing him. Side story about Christmas trees and why I'm kind of scared of them. When I was a kid, my cats climbed the tree that my family had gotten, and it wasn't screwed in all the way at the base of the tree. So when the cats climbed in it, they kept messing with the base and they kept going up and down it, and it fell on me. I was walking in the living room, and I was about 4 or 5 years old. I look up and the tree just comes down, and I'm just laying on the floor with the tree on top of me, and my older sister ran in circles around me screaming that I was dead. And I just laid there and accepted it. So yeah, no Christmas trees in this house, only Furby trees. Hope you enjoyed that little anecdote. And now I will introduce my 7-foot-long Furby, who does not have a name, so if people have suggestions, please put them in the comments. Oh, I hit the mic. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. He's got a lot of Furby. So this is my 7-foot-long Furby. Peep his feet. His tail is up higher. Yeah, this guy has gone a lot of places with me. I used to have him at my desk at my old job, and people would be terrified of him, or they would pick him up and take pictures with him. While traveling, his spine broke. Yep, it's just flappy there, so he has the normal neck cracks, but then there's a gap, so he's got to get fixed. He's also an honor student. If you didn't know, even with a broken back, he gets really great grades, so we're proud of him for that. Sorry I have to hold him in such an aggressive way that looks like I'm choking him. There's a lot of Furby to handle. I mean, he goes beyond my feet right now. And I have a spine to make a long Furby again in the future. He needs another sibling. I have a lot of Furby videos planned, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested. If you're not, look anyway to be horrified and type in the comments, please no more Furbies, no more. So I hope you enjoyed the Furby shopping channel. The only channel you can see Furbies and shopping all in the same place. Hope you're around next time. Definitely there will be more crafts coming in the future, and I'll also probably do more videos like this if you guys are interested with the weird collections of things I have. I'm just gonna keep rambling as the music gets louder, so you know, be sure to check out my channel, like, subscribe, comment, share, embrace the cringe. Yeah, so see you guys next time. My son says bye, and that, yeah, he just says bye, and give him a name. Okay, bye. Bye-bye. Bye.